Hi, thank you for coming in to interview with me today.
Of course.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just had a few questions on your latest project that you did.
Okay. What was your question?
So, how did your production skills develop throughout this project?
Well, that's a very broad question. I had a huge role in production for this project. So, more specifically, what do you want to know?
So, since starting the project, how have you grown as a filmmaker?
Well, I have expanded my filming skills, using different techniques and stuff, and also, trying out a little bit of directing and editing, just expanding my skills beyond what I had used for my other two projects and just what I had already known, because this project required more skills in that area. So I just have grown in that sense and just knowing more techniques and what to do.
Nice. Okay. So what have you learned as well?
Well, for filming, I learned the tracking shot, some high angles, a lot of over-the-shoulder shots, which I have already kind of known, but it was nice to incorporate more in an establishing shot, which was pretty fun to film for my final task. And for editing wise, I would say editing in the titles and animating the titles. That was different and it took a lot of time, but I learned how to do that for this project. So
nice. Okay. So what did you like the most?
Out of everything filming, I felt like I had a huge role in filming for this project compared to my other two projects, and I just felt like it was so much easier and I had more control over how it went and just how it looked overall.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it was just huge in developing our project. So I would say filming, especially the beginning, the foreshadowing shots and the end and just all the car scenes was very fun for me and was definitely the best part of this process.
Exciting. That's very exciting. So what did you dislike the most about doing this project?
Editing. I like editing, I'm good at it, but it's not my favorite. It takes a lot of time to cut all the clips down and, put them together and then add the titles and animations and fix up the quality. So I would say I didn't really like having to spend a lot of time doing that. Luckily I had my partner Andrea to help, but I mostly did most of that, so it was kind of aggravating to do. But again, back to the learning thing, it's just part of the process that I had learned for this project.
So it took a little more extra time and patience.
Yes, yeah.
To do the editing. Okay. And what career might you want now after doing this? Do you know you never wanted?
Well, I prefer a directing or filming job, definitely filming is fun. Like I said before, you have a huge role over how it turns out, and just being able to, incorporate the camera in your project is really a lot more fun, I would say, than editing. And directing is also kind of fun. I had a little role in that, just making sure everything turned out good, because you also have a huge role over how everything turns out and how the cameraman do their job. But one thing I definitely would not like to do, as expressed, is an editing job. Too much time, too much patience for me, which I have learned and developed throughout this project, but definitely not fun to have to add all the titles and fix the quality, fix the transitions. It's a lot of work, and so I would stay away from that job.
Not your best interest, no. And what is the journey you have taken as a filmmaker when making this project?
Well, it's been a long ride, but I would say, with all the techniques I have learned, as stated before, the tracking shots, the close-up shots, the different angles, it really helps to, expand my media knowledge and just techniques I have as a filmer, as well as an editor and just all that stuff. So those learning those techniques has really allowed me to expand my broader knowledge and also better the project that we had. That's why I think our project turned out relatively well. So
yes, it was a great film. I got to watch it, and you guys did really great. You did awesome on the filmmaking and everything. So I just wanted to take this time to say thank you so much for taking your time to have this interview with me and just talking about your project and everything.
Of course.
So, thank you.
Thank you for having me.